G'day world and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications and outdoor stuff with knives. Today we are talking about this knife, the Pickled Steel Miguel Hetzel collaboration. Okay, so Miguel Hetzel, who might that be? That is an up-and-coming knife maker here in South Africa, and he makes beautiful custom knives. And we all know Pickled Steel, they are the guys that bring us the good stuff at a budget. And this knife is not an expensive knife, but this knife is so fantastically cool. Yes, you can pre-order it already, so go to the link in the description and start pre-ordering your knives. This is still a prototype, but nothing is going to change on this thing. Do you see the black on the, well, you can't, but the black on the back of the spine, the black on the back of the flipper tab, and this thing is fantastic. Okay, that's fingernail marks, but I'll show you why I have fingernail marks there. We have this beautiful recurve. Recurves you can sharpen with a stick and a piece of sandpaper, or you can use ceramic rods. But go to Miguel Hetzel. He's available on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure you can find him on a lot of places. At some stage, he is going to show us how he sharpens these knives. Okay, the action on this knife is worth double what you're going to pay for this knife. Maybe even more. I don't know. The action on this thing is fantastic. I just cannot get enough of it. Okay. I showed you in a previous video, you can flick it out with your finger. Oh, that's why we have the fingernail marks on the blade. Or, how do I do this now? Or you can do it drop. Camera and all of that. How this thing feels in hand is fantastic. Okay, so it holds my hand. So my hand fits in here perfectly. It's as if they made this knife for me. Okay, but if you have bigger hands, you're just going to hang off the back, and that's not going to be a problem. Let's quickly compare it to something before we go into specs. Okay, this is the Paramilitary 2. Okay, so the PM2 is a bit longer. Don't let the perspective fool you. Let's do it like that. The PM2, bit longer in the blade. Can you see that? And then a bit longer in the handle. Can you see that? Okay, so it's a bit smaller than your average PM2. And if you do not have a PM2, let's take the Rat 1. Okay, same thing. Bit longer in the blade, bit longer at the back. Can you see that? Okay, but this is no slouch. Let's quickly measure it. It is 3¼ inch. I'm going to stick with that. And overall, it's 7.5. And then in centimeters, 8 centimeter blade. And overall, pretty much 19. Maybe a bit more than 19. Okay. So that is wonderful. And let's quickly check stock thickness. We have 2.8 millimeters, which is 0.11 inches. Okay, let's just do this thing. 5.5. Okay, so it's a bit more than half an inch when we go that way. Okay, but it doesn't feel thick because look at the scales. They are contoured. Do you see? Slightly contoured like that. And that makes this thing so comfortable in hand. Okay, the hollow ground sections and this scalloped part here at the front. Look at that tip. This thing is fantastic. This thing is super slicey, and I normally slice, well, I slice a lot of meat with my knives. And this thing works fantastic for that. Okay. And if you want to do carving, it will work great. And I'm pretty sure it will slice a piece of biltong like you would not believe. Okay, we have this beautiful pivot collar in orange. They are coming out in 2 flavors. Black micarta and like a reddish brown micarta. The blades will look the same. The pivot collar color will change. I cannot remember what color it is on the other one. But it still looks fantastic. Nice big lanyard all at the back. Now, little things. Okay, we spoke about the blade. We spoke about the fantastic action. We spoke about the beautiful handles. Things we did not speak about. Look at this liner lock. Okay, go closer. Do you see it's kind of scalloped out there at the side? Okay, and then we have a big space for your finger to fit in. So this thing is so easy to disengage. It is fantastic. When it locks up, it's about 50%. Centering is fantastic and spot on. And then at the back, do you see there, it has been, the edges have been knocked off for that little section over there. Now, why would they do that? Because when you touch your flipper tab and you flip it, you touch only softness and smoothness. So you get no flipper fatigue. Is that a thing? Flipper fatigue? Okay. And because it runs on bearings, you can do it until they turn red hot. Oh no, they're ceramic, so they won't even turn red hot. Anyway, beautiful. They thought about everything while making this knife. No hot spots in my hand. Okay, but miles may vary if you have smaller or bigger hands, but no hot spots. Actually, I'm pretty sure nobody will feel this clip. No hot spots in hand. This is really, really a wonderful knife. Okay, now I've also been carrying this knife a lot the last while. If you follow me on Instagram at Knife Stuff We Do, you would have seen a picture of this. They are pretty much exactly the same size, and both of these knives make me extremely happy. Okay, so let's just put that one back in my pocket. Okay, but this one, look at it, the design. Oh, that's why we have a custom maker that designed it, because the design on this thing is fantastic. Okay, what was I thinking? Oh, we are not going to braai or anything right now. My daughter was scaring me with a little mouse this morning. I broke down a lot of pallets. We made little wooden dolls, like creepy woods people. Yes, and it's Sunday. So I think I'm going to let you go now. Okay, so if you're here in South Africa, go get yourself a Miguel Hetzel Pickled Steel. Now I cannot remember the name again. That one, and it means masterpiece. Okay, and I am very impressed with this knife. Okay, that's me for today. Stay safe, happy, have a good one. Goodbye.